Hi there, this is Dan from onlinebasscourses.com. Hope you're doing well today. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to take 3 drum beats that I've got and how to play to the kick drum. A very common thing you'll hear is bass lines sticking to the kick drum. Now, it's absolutely not a hard and fast rule. As we go, I might show you how to play against it. So don't feel that if you're making up a bass line that you have to stick to the kick drum. It's not the case that you do. Okay, that 8th note rock groove there, we've got the kick drum going but. So that was, if I was hearing this for the first time, I would gravitate towards that rhythm. That seems like the right thing. And I was just going. Just using an E minor pentatonic, I'm just going open E string. And then frets 5 to 7 on the A string. It's D to E. And again. I'm doing a G on the 3rd fret of the E string. You can use any groove you like over this, and I'll put a link below where you can download all of these for free and you can practice playing along to the kick drum. It'll also obviously keep you in time, but obviously when you're thinking about playing with drums, the bass drum is a very, very important thing for a rhythm section member, as you are, to listen to, but it's not the only thing. You've got hi-hats and you've got other things. So again, I don't want to lead you down a path of thinking that you have to play to the bass drum. You don't, but it's a good thing to practice. Let's move on to the next one. Right, the kick drum on this one's on beats 1 and 3, and then 3 and 4 and. So the 3, the and of 3, and the and of 4. Those are off beats. So if you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, you want tick, tick, 1 and 2 and 3. And I'll just go. My 3rd note, there wasn't a bass drum being played there, and that's what I'm saying. I felt like that's what you need to. I wanted to play there, so I did. And I do a lot of sessions, and I must say that I do often. It's often the first thing I will listen to is the bass drum. It's kind of an easy way to lock the grooves together. So I definitely would recommend that when you're listening out for what clues of what to play, you do listen to the bass drum, but you can play around it. In fact, to tell you what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press play on that, and I'm just going to make up a bass line that maybe weaves some lines in between what the kick drum does. Let's see what that sounds like. Right, sounds okay, doesn't sound wrong, doesn't sound more right. That's the thing about music. You use your ears, you use your judgment, you use your taste. Let's move on to the last drum beat for this lesson. Right, again, with that one I reverted back to a E minor pentatonic, and it's going 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So alternated between a da-da-da and a da-da. That's actually from another lesson I did on a really great bass line called Glide by Pleasure. I'll put a link to that. But I was just playing something different there. And I don't know if you noticed, but between those kick drums, I was playing around with other notes from just an E minor pentatonic scale. So what I'd recommend that you do is head over to the link, I'll put it down below, download those drum beats. There are actually some other ones as well. These happen to be rock funk, but you can find others there as well. And what I was doing in terms of improvising lines was using the E minor pentatonic scale. And was it A I was using there? Just a bit of A minor pentatonic. So I was keeping things simple with a relatively simple scale, which the minor pentatonic scale is. But you can use a major scale, you can use a minor scale. They're very important to know what notes are going to sound right. And if you can marry those notes to a good rhythm, you're really starting to go places. All part of ear training, isn't it? It's not just, scale notes. It's the ability to listen out for and pick out a kick drum, whether it's that you're listening to something live or on CD or something and you want to learn how to play that or whatever. Ear training is very important to be able to pick out little parts. Next time you're listening to music, just have a listen to the bass and try and lock into the kick drum. And you'll hear a lot of the times the bass will be playing off it or locking to it, but it won't be doing that all the time. There is, like I said, there's no wrong or there's no right to this. Just use your ears, listen to what you like and remember what you like, because then you can incorporate that into your playing. But certainly if you're just starting out and you really want to work out how you might figure out bass lines that you make up yourself and you're playing with a drummer, listen to that kick drum and you really can't go wrong. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you've got any questions, do let me know. I do a video a week, so please subscribe, share, like, all that stuff. That really helps. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.